Have you been dreaming of studying in Australia, but you're constantly stressing over how to actually pay for tuition and living expenses? Well, you are definitely not alone. The single biggest barrier for international students is, for sure, financial stress. But the source material we're digging into today actually outlines a totally fully funded pathway to make that dream a reality.
Today's explainer is all about the Deakin University RTP and DUPR scholarship for 2027. This is, without a doubt, widely considered one of Australia's most prestigious and fully funded opportunities for international students. Let's unpack the details of this material and see exactly what's on the table.
Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to cover the scholarship opportunity, those amazing financial benefits, who exactly can apply, the important dates and preparation you need to know, and finally, how to start your journey.
Starting with Section 1, the scholarship opportunity.
So the materials describe these as highly competitive research scholarships. They're tailor-made for outstanding students, both domestic and international, who have a clear goal of pursuing a master's by research or a PhD at Deakin University in Australia. Now, you might be looking at those acronyms on the screen and wondering what they actually mean. There are basically two different funding sources here, even though they have the exact same goal. RTP stands for the Research Training Program, which is funded by the Australian government. DUPR, on the other hand, is the Deakin University Postgraduate Research Scholarship, and that one is funded directly by Deakin University itself. But honestly, no matter which one it is, both of these incredibly generous funds share one core mission: to support passionate, talented researchers who are ready to make a real impact in their fields.
Moving on to Section 2, amazing financial benefits. And trust me, this is where things get really exciting.
This is the number that literally made me do a double take. Successful applicants get an annual living stipend of just over 37,450 Australian dollars. Let's put that into perspective for a second. The source points out that this amount is specifically calculated to cover all the bases: your accommodation, food, transportation, and daily expenses in Australian cities. This isn't just, a minor discount on tuition. It's an entire structural support system designed to give you the absolute peace of mind to focus 100% on your research, completely free from financial distractions.
And this brilliantly illustrates just how comprehensive the whole shebang actually is. Beyond that massive stipend, you get a full tuition fee waiver for the entire duration of your program. I mean, just imagine graduating with a PhD without a single cent of tuition debt. Plus, there's relocation support if you're moving to Australia, full access to world-class labs and facilities, direct supervision from top-tier academics, and guaranteed opportunities to publish your work and hit up international conferences. It's like they've systematically removed every single financial hurdle that usually holds brilliant international students back.
All right, Section 3. Who can apply?
The really great news highlighted here is the massive global appeal. These spots are open to exceptional students from literally all over the world. To snag one, there are basically 4 main expectations you need to meet. First up, an excellent academic record. They really are looking for the best of the best. Second, you just need to comfortably meet Deakin's general admission requirements. Third, you have to be applying specifically for a research degree, like that Master's by Research or PhD we talked about earlier. And fourth, you've got to demonstrate strong research potential. They want to see that you have the drive and capability to push the boundaries of knowledge in your specific field.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer diversity of academic backgrounds they are actively looking for. People usually assume heavily funded research is strictly reserved for traditional hard sciences, right? But looking at these disciplines tells a totally different story. Whether you're in engineering, IT, health sciences, business, education, environmental science, AI, psychology, agriculture, or social sciences, there is very likely a funded research spot waiting for you. The big takeaway here? Deakin is looking for innovators across the entire academic spectrum.
Which brings us to Section 4, important dates and preparation. And listen closely here, because the competition is fierce.
Because this package offers so much, building a winning application takes real time, strategy, and a lot of attention to detail. Looking at the official timeline, applications open on July 6, 2026, and the absolute final deadline is August 23, 2026. That is a very tight window. So the main thing you need to take away from this is, do not wait until the last minute. Start prepping early, because gathering high-quality materials is not something you can just rush over a weekend.
So, the crucial point is knowing exactly what you need to gather. Your application package is going to require your official academic transcripts, a really compelling and highly original research proposal, glowing recommendation letters, a professional CV, English language documents if they're required for your region, and any other supporting materials Deakin asks for. Careful preparation is the single biggest advantage successful applicants have. Getting a head start on these exact documents will put you way ahead of the pack.
Finally, Section 5, Starting Your Journey.
Getting this funding is about so much more than just paying for school. It's about kicking off a massive life chapter at a leading global institution. To quote the source material directly, if studying in Australia has always been your dream, the Deakin University RTP and DUPR scholarship is an opportunity you shouldn't ignore. And honestly, with that full tuition support, that incredible annual stipend, the relocation help, and access to one of Australia's finest research universities, this truly is framed as the launchpad for a life-changing academic and professional journey.
Now, the documentation also points to Travul.org as a dedicated resource if you need guidance on prepping your documents or figuring out the logistics of moving abroad. Navigating international applications can definitely be a bit of a maze, so having a structural guide right there in the materials is a huge help every step of the way.
If you found this explainer helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into fully funded scholarships and study abroad updates. We wish you the absolute very best with your application. But before you run off to start drafting that research proposal, I want to leave you with one final thought. If all of your financial barriers were suddenly removed tomorrow, completely gone, what is the one research problem you would dedicate your life to solving? Think about that. Get to work on your preparations, and we will see you in the next explainer.